Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Thomas of Woodstock, and we are going to hear from Thomas of Woodstock to finish off Act 2, Scene 2 today, which things got serious really fast in this one. It was supposed to be a parliament, which was maybe a little bit of an underhanded trick to try to get Richard to leave his flatterers, but that sort of backfired in everybody's face because Richard came in and he's like, I'm actually old enough that I don't need a Lord Protector anymore, so kind of you're fired. So Thomas handed over the protectorship. He's like, thanks, that's relieving me of a burden. I was getting sort of tired of this anyway. But then Richard went farther to say that he wants all of his uncles to resign. Like he made them re-coronate him, essentially. And then he's like, now the council has gotten too old, so please turn in your staffs of council, and I'm going to give them to my flatterers instead. And Thomas is like, this is upside down. This is so backwards. What is going on? And the king is like, give me your staff. And Thomas says, my staff, King Richard? See, 'cause here it is. Full 10 years' space within a prince's hand, a soldier and a faithful counselor. This staff hath always been discreetly kept. Nor shall the world report an upstart groom did glory in the honors Woodstock lost. And therefore, Richard, thus I sever it. There, let him take it, shivered, cracked, and broke, as will the state of England be ere long, by thus rejecting true nobility. Farewell, King Richard. I'll to Plashy, brothers. If ye ride through Essex, call and see me. If once the pillars and supporters quail, how can the strongest castle choose but fail? So Thomas isn't being polite anymore. He was maybe being polite-ish when he was like, yeah, I don't care if I have the protectorship anymore. But now he sees that Richard is so firmly in the grasp of the flatterers that Woodstock thinks that Richard is going to completely destroy the company. So he's like, you know what? Yes, I will resign my position, but I'm going to break this staff because nobody is going to say that some stupid little idiot came in and took my job away from me. Like, you'll have to start over, give him a new staff. I'm not passing anything down to anybody. This is going to be, if you want to reject nobility, if you want to reject history, if you want to make a bunch of stupid decisions, that's on you. Nobody's going to say that I did this willingly or like helped or any of that. So then he turns to his brothers and he's like, I'm going to Plashy. Let me know kind of when the country fails, because it's going to. And shortly thereafter, all of the uncles leave. And Richard and his flatterers are like, they're gone. Oh my goodness, weren't they so exhausting? Like, we should make a law that nobody with a beard is ever allowed back in court again. Or maybe like nobody that has a big fat round belly like old men do. Like none of them should be allowed in court again. And Richard's like, no, it'll be fine. We'll all be guarded by archers. And I'm going to undo all of these silly laws that my uncles had put in place, and we're going to transform the banquet hall so that I can feed 1,000 men every night, and it's going to be great. But most importantly, and maybe most seriously, I need all of you to go and dissolve this parliament, like right now, this one that my uncles called, because we're not doing anything with that. Tell all the people that showed up for this parliament that at some point in the future, I will reconvene a parliament, so they may be getting an invitation from me at some point. And of course the flatterers are like, yes, my lord, yes, my liege, yes, my king, and they go off to do the things, and that's the end of Act 2, Scene 2. So England is now being ruled by King Richard and his flatterers, and the uncles have been cast off. They have all resigned their positions. Things are only going to get more interesting from here, I bet. Yeah, it'll be fun. Come on back tomorrow for more. Mwah.